This is a podcast from the Angel News Network with author Joel Anastasi interviewing Mother Gaia as channeled by Phillip Elton Collins.
Greetings, beloved children on the surface of the earth. We're Mother Gaia. We are the consciousness which maintains and sustains the planetary logos. Logos being the principle of divine reason and creative order. And the thing that powers this logo is divine love. So let us speak of this thing called love. We shall review some old sessions, lessons, and some new ones. Dear children, all of you, and all of you ever will be, is divinity. You will be free of the confines of self and 3D realm when you can ascend through the fabric of time into other dimensions through something called love. Whether you know it or believe it or not, the world is waking up from a deep sleep into a new reality where love, enabling compassion and respect for all life is taking center stage. You humans experience reality through yourselves, the relationship of self. In fact, the only relationship you're having is the one with self reflected out into your world. By way of love, the building block of all there is, the authentic self, the healed self, reveals your soul, your eternal self, your soul plan, your reason to be here. Change is the one constant variable in creation. As you've heard many times before, change is all there is. This planet, as many of you know, is within the process of change, something called ascension, into a higher plane of existence, our divinity, our destination. We can do this with or without humanity. Many of you are choosing to come along for the ride. A mind that is awakened by new experiences can never go back into its old dimension. Let's speak about things impeding and helping the choice many of you have made. As you know, for many eons, your world has been ruled and seemingly controlled by the masculine energy, the assertive energy. At this time, we are here to assist you in balancing the assertive masculine and receptive feminine energies, the two vital forces of creation, dear children. Actually, the imbalance of these two forces have been the root of all of your separation, duality, and conflict within yourselves and with one another for a long, long time. The balance of these two forces need to take place whenever you choose in order for you to evolve into oneness and divinity and unity, which is your divine destination. This is an essential aspect of the ascension process, dear children. Dear children, still in conflict with one another, your primary purpose in being on this planet is to learn to love self, one another, and in order to be in a world of service to all that there is. Through balancing these two vital masculine and feminine cosmic energies and committing to your spiritual growth as a priority, you can and will achieve love incarnate. We of the higher realms have given you many tools to achieve this. Are you ready to apply them? When these two forces are balanced, dear children, they create a vibration of consciousness which can levitate and manifest peace, equality, harmony, and balance. Remember, the basis of your duality, separation, and confrontation has always been the result of these imbalances, of these forces of creation. Please know your cosmic mother, consciousness and energy, expresses itself in freedom, equality, and liberty for all life on the planet at all times. We have come to you many times in the past through the Mary energies, expressed in your goddesses, your spiritual leaders, and deities within many of your religions and spiritual doctrines. Recently, one of your brethren has brought these teachings back into the world again. We acknowledge this effort. As you have been taught, an essential way to connect with us is, once again, through your knowing and loving heart. Once again, it is time for your mind to return to service to the heart, to begin thinking with your heart, For within the DNA of your heart are all of your life experiences. Your heart has stored within its DNA, again, all of your lifetimes, all of your wisdoms you need to embrace your cosmic mother and create the world and life you have so longed for and say that you want at this time. We're not suggesting eliminating the masculine mental energy. We are speaking of balance, which is the universal law of creation which requires both of these divine energies. When through the balance, the energies of freedom, equality, and harmony are lovingly expressed individually within enough of humanity to create a quantum shift, and it may take as little as 5%, dear children, the entire vibration of the planet and humanity will rise to a level where the atoms and the electrons within your physical bodies will speed up to matching that of the planet, allowing you to ascend into immortality and your divinity. Disease, aging, and death will become a thing of the past. Remember, when your physical, biological mother said, listen to your mother, well, your cosmic mother now is saying the same thing, and you know where this phrase comes from. Remember, between what is and what, remember, dear children, remember between what is said and not meant, and what is meant and not said, there is where most of love is lost. Let us repeat this. Remember, dear children, between what is said and not meant, and what is meant and not said, there is where most of love is lost. You can and will, if you choose, join the ascended masters who were once human, the angelic realms, the inner of civilizations, star realms that seeded your planet so long ago through something called the magnetic law of attraction. What you focus upon, you create and activate your soul plans, your reason to be here. We cannot and will not do it for you. You must do the work yourselves, dear children. As you fully focus your attention and intention, you can lubricate the process with love, your reason to be here, and again manifest the life and the world you say you want of equality, harmony, and balance once again. Also, you can bring your Christ consciousness, your higher self, also called your I Am Presence, into the process. This will bring the electromagnetic energy into the process. Remember, divine children of planet Earth, you are a loviversity of love, learning to be and do love. Remember, you came from love and can return to it. The best example you still have is unconditional mother love in your world today. Your most powerful and yet most unappreciated gift is choice, freedom of choice and will. Choose love, dear ones. Let us say this again. Your most powerful and yet most underappreciated gift is your freedom of choice and will. Choose love, dear children. In closing, your cosmic mother, this time of love, we ask that you bring your knowing, loving heart into your world with a compassion for self and one another, an attitude of gratitude for what is, to do no harm to your planet, your home, or your human bodies, and to further allow wisdoms from the higher realms to come forward, dear children. We love when people who have been through hell and walk out into the flames carrying buckets of water for those still consumed by the flames. You be the water. You be the carrier of the bucket. We charge you all that each one of you concentrate all emotions, thoughts of your heart on love and unity. When a thought of war comes, dear children, oppose it by stronger thoughts of peace. A thought of hatred can be destroyed by a more powerful thought of love. The protection of yourself, the perfection of yourself, your deity is within you in ideas and books. No, not in books, not in ideas. They are within you. Be the book, be the idea, be the reason someone believes in the goodness of all people. You did not come here to serve money or broken governments. You came here to bring the higher realms to the earth. Never underestimate the power of your frequency as it raises. Long ago, we gave you an exercise which once again we're going to give to you. Find a comfortable chair. Sit yourself with your feet firmly upon the earth or the floor and take a series of deep breaths to center yourselves. Visualize an electromagnetic energy. You can see it as a light or a sound or both, integrating throughout your entire physical, emotional, and mental bodies. Allow this to happen for several minutes. Morning, noon, or night, if you choose, you will connect with us, your mother. You will be delighted how you feel and how differently you see life after doing this exercise. Through love, the new already arises. The old is just making a lot of noise, dying. Again, we say, dear children, through love, the new is already here. The old is just making a lot of noise as it dies. How may we help you, Father, dear children?
Mother Gaia, thank you for joining us today. It was a beautiful message, totally complete. I almost don't have to ask too many questions. You were so wonderfully clear. Thank you.
You're welcome, dear child.
You went right to the core of the problem that is keeping us in the separation and conflict, and as you have in the past and other higher realms have in the past, talking about the imbalance between the masculine and the feminine and how that balance is so essential to the whole creative process. And when it's in balance, it creates an energy of peace, love, equality, harmony, and balance. It sounds so simple, but as you're well aware, we've been out of balance for so long.
It is simple. It is you, dear humans, my children, who make it complex. It is meant to be simple.
Well, you gave some beautiful counseling. You talked about using the tools of the I Am Presence and other tools. That was a lovely meditation that you suggested we move into several times a day, where we simply peacefully meditate and visualize the energy pouring through us and allowing it to affect us energetically. That was lovely.
We are that electromagnetic field. Your cosmic mother, what you call Gaia, is that energy field. So in effect, when you do that meditation, and you can do it spontaneously, it does not have to take a lot of time. You're simply connecting with us, dear children.
When you were talking about the imbalance, you said that to restore the balance, we only need the energy of approximately 5% of the population. Don't we even have that much already?
There is that much already. It needs to be applied in your principles of government and your principles of laws and your relationships with one another. The people are there. The consciousness is there. There is enough. There has always been enough, ironically enough. What has been missing is the application of the enough. Does that make sense?
Yes, it makes perfect sense. When we're in a political year here in America, and much of the conflict between our parties seems to be about the issue of the people who are fighting don't seem to feel that there's enough.
And there always has been enough. There always has been enough. So what do you choose of this underestimated gift from creation, the freedom of choice and will? What choices will you make? Will you choose those who reflect higher realm consciousness? Will you those who reflect the respect and love for the planet herself and you and one another? Will you choose? That is the question.
And that is the question. It's our responsibility at the end of the day.
We cannot interfere. We are not allowed to interfere, nor do we have a desire to interfere. So we simply give you the tools to possibly make the best choice.
Mother Gaia, thank you for that beautiful message. Anything you want to add before we end this conversation?
Remember, dear children, Your mission, your reason to be here, is to simply be and love.